is Africa in 10 minutes, where we bring to you the top business news of the week as reported on Footprint to Africa. I'm Chiamaka J. Uwadoka. This week in Africa, Footprint to Africa enters agreements with Cross River State, Tunisia's private sector to receive $300 million yearly from the International Finance Corporation, and the World Bank Group states that the creation of a new ministry signals growth for Ghana's private sector. And now the news in detail. As part of efforts to develop the economic potential of Cross River State, Governor Ben Ayade met with a cross-section of the business community in London and also secured foreign direct investments to advance the state's educational sector. The meeting was attended by Footprint to Africa, led by her CEO, Barrister Osita Oparugo. The state governors signed an agreement with two notable institutions from the UK to establish a construction academy in Calabar, a teachers training institute in Ububra, and nursery, primary and secondary schools in Obudu, which will be affiliated with UK universities. He tasked the UK partners to build quality schools that will further help to raise future African leaders. Also, Footprint to Africa, currently filming a documentary on the Nigerian economy in partnership with the Nigerian Investment Promotion Commission, agreed to partner with the state on its investment drive to produce a documentary that will showcase to the world the real Cross River. Oparugo noted that the economic documentary will further persuade investors to think Nigeria, invest Cross River. The governor had earlier visited China and Dubai and is expected to continue his FDI drive with visits to 3 other countries. The International Finance Corporation targets to provide $300 million each year to the private sector in Tunisia to increase its participation in the country's economy. The IFC will assist Tunisia in creating a favorable business environment for the private sector with the potential to drive innovation, create jobs, and deliver the infrastructure projects that will lay the foundation for the country's future. In other news, the World Bank Group says it is confident the new Ministry of Business Development will propel Ghana's efforts to develop its private sector. The ministry's mandate is to develop and deal with the challenges of Ghana's business community. In investment news, the National Investment Promotion Agency of South Africa, Invest SA, has signed a Memorandum of Understanding with Thailand's Board of Investment. The MOU will seek to promote and facilitate cooperation between the two countries on investments in automotive, agro-processing and electronic sectors, as well as enhance their collaborative efforts to attract investments in the two countries. Invest SA expressed optimism that in its implementation, the MOU will see Thai investors setting up manufacturing plants in South Africa, creating jobs for South Africans. As part of its strategy for development, cooperation and action plan for aid for trade, Finland has granted €9.8 million to Trademark East Africa in an agreement to support its work in enhancing trade in East Africa. The Finnish government believes that supporting the private sector to boost trade in the East African region will accelerate economic growth and jobs, ultimately reducing poverty. And finally this week, the Nigerian Manufacturing and Equipment Expo, scheduled to hold in March, is designed to enhance the nation's quest to achieve a viral industrialized economy. According to the organizers, the program will provide a platform for small and medium enterprises to learn new processes on how to boost outputs, reduce cost, and drive quality improvement for new emerging markets across the globe. The president of the Manufacturers Association of Nigeria explained that the expo would give top stakeholders in the private and public sectors opportunities to appraise developments in manufacturing and industry to jointly propose quick-win solutions that will help Nigeria revive its manufacturing sector. That concludes the trending news of the week. Stay tuned for a recap of the headlines. Footprint to Africa enters agreements with Cross River State. Tunisia's private sector to receive $300 million yearly from IFC. The World Bank Group states that Ghana's new ministry signals growth for private sector. South Africa enters investment agreements with Thailand. Finland boosts East African trade with €9.8 million grant. And manufacturers expo to boost industrialization in Nigeria. For questions, comments, or to keep up with the trending business news, stay connected. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and connect with us on LinkedIn. This news and reports are called from Footprint to Africa. For daily updates and more business news in Africa, visit www.footprinttoafrica.com today. Footprint to Africa, business news made in Africa by Africans.